Hello my gorgeous friends on the internet. Okay, so we were able to complete like added most of this bottom navigation and also the button to upload a new wallpaper. So what we are going to be doing now is to actually create a file, a folder that will add the wallpaper. So what I will do, I will create a new folder here. I will call this wallpaper page. Okay, like so. Is a folder. Then I will go to copy this all wallpaper inside because it's still part of it as well. Okay, so I'm going to move it inside. Okay, some error somewhere, so let's see if we can fix that ASAP by importing this. Okay, so we can get rid of this. All right, so inside this wallpaper page we are going to create another page which is called add wallpaper page. Okay, all right, so inside, the reason why I did it like that, because this home page, you can see this home page actually had this upload page is inside this home page as well, so that's why I decided to put them in the same folder. Then the download page is actually separate, standing alone, so that's why it's outside. So what I'm going to do now inside this add wallpaper page, I'm just going to create a simple page that we can use to add a wallpaper. So you're just going to have a test feed, that is if you want to add a price, and then it's going to have a date picker, okay, that we can use to pick files from our file. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just to create a simple import. You can actually, okay, so now going back to this main activity page where we have this our bottom, okay, not main activity, we are going back to our all wallpaper page where we have this page. So we are going to navigate to that page when the button is clicked. So we use next page, and we can call our contest, can provide our contest and a page. So it's going to be add wallpaper page. Okay, and yeah, a constant. Awesome. Okay, so let's go over to home page. If we click on it now, it's going to navigate us. Okay, nothing is working. All wallpaper, all wallpaper. So let me do a hot restart here because that stuff, it's not working. So let me do a hot restart. Okay, then I'll click and then click on upload, and you can see the page add new wallpaper. Okay, so right inside this add new wallpaper, let me close this one for now. Also close this main activity. So this add wallpaper page, I'm going to be creating a simple body. It's going to be a scrollable widget, so I'll be using custom scroll view for responsiveness. So I'll have a custom but before I do a custom scroll view, I think I need to use, okay, let me use a custom scroll view. Okay, so I like using custom scroll view a lot instead of single child scroll view. I only use single child scroll view when I want to make a row scrollable, so I use single child scroll view. But in the case when I want to make the whole page scrollable, I use custom scroll view, and it takes a slivers. So for you to use any other widget inside the slivers, you first need to use a sliver to box adapter. That's how I do mine, and then from there we can actually have a padding. So I want to put a padding because I want some space to be around yep, around it. So we can call this a padding and say edge and set. Okay, or so we can make this 10. Then we can have a child. So this child now can take a column. So this column actually has children, which you can actually put as many widgets as we want. Okay, so if I save it, nothing is actually happening here because I've not really added anything. So what I'm going to do first is to create some kind of size box because I want some space to be above it. So this is going to have an height of let's say 20, and then I'm going to have a test form feed. So this test form feed, remember I said that this is going to have a payments gateway. So users, while uploading, you can decide to add an image to it. You can decide to add a price, okay, to it. All right. Okay, so this is going to be test form feed, and from the test form feed we can have a controller. So I'm going to create a controller later. Then let me just call this one a controller, so you know what controller does. It will help us to retrieve the test from the test form feed, right? Then I can have a decoration, and this is going to be an input decoration, because we need to make it look good. And I can have a label, and this label is going to be a type of test. Then we can actually have something like enterprise, so it's going to be enterprise, and we need to let the users know that this part is optional. Okay, so you can decide to omit it because you're not going to be validating for that. Then we can add a material outline button, outline input button, border. Okay, so once we do that, I think the controller now is showing red, so we need to go over to this part and then create that test editing controller and call this controller test editing controller, like so. So that's off. So let's save it now. You're going to see the dial, okay, you can see the feed. All right, this is cool. So let's create a simple button because I'm just trying to make things easy and simple. So let's just create a simple this page also needs a size box because any other widget you are putting underneath need to have some kind of a free will, like some space. So I'm going to create a simple size box widget, and it's going to be a camera icon that once we click on it, it's going to pick the camera from our device. Okay, remember we already added the dependency to this application. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to have a size box, so it can be a const widget, and I will give it a width and height of, okay, let's say height of 50 and a width of 50 as well. Then we can have a child, so this child is going to be an icon. Let's say icons.camera. So this will help us to actually pick the camera from the user's device and then upload it. Okay, okay, width, I think I gave this 50. Alright, so for now we need to wrap this gesture detector with this size box with a gesture detector. So we are going to use this button to actually pick the image from the user's device. Okay, so save it, and you can see a small little icon showing here, right? Okay, that's cool. Then next, what we can do now is to create what we can do next is to actually create a button. Okay, so the button is going to be still using the custom button, so it's just going to be for upload. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go over to our auth page because I already created that button. So instead of doing it again, it's going to be a long process. So I'm just going to copy this button from here, right? Okay, let me see the end. Okay, so I'm going to copy this button from here, and then we'll go to our add wallpaper page. Oops. Okay, so under here now, what I'm going to do is just to return that button, and we need to import it as well. So in this case now, we are not actually navigating to any page, rather we are just validating the whole stuff and then saving it to Firebase. So here now we change this text to upload. Okay, so save it to upload, and we can save it up, and you can see upload. And but now something is wrong because we don't need this button. Yeah, we don't actually need this icon, so I can just remove the icon. Don't worry, the app won't break. Okay, so save it. So we don't need an icon, let it just be upload. So once we click on that upload, it's going to actually upload this whole stuff. Then if we click on this button, it's going to pick the image from the file. But for now, we're not going to touch that image for now. And I think this is all for the UI building. So the next one is supposed to be a grid view, and also a page where we can view the wallpaper and then add it from there. But I won't be integrating that part now because we need to first of all get the image we want to add. We need to first of all get the image, and then before we can view those pages. So while we proceed, I'm going to integrate those pages. But for now, let's just omit it and leave it for now. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video.